Hey everyone, it's Sean here bringing you another how-to video. Today we're in the garage working on a Yamaha TT-R50E kids 50cc dirt bike. This one happens to be a 2012 model year. However, this video should apply to any of the 2006 and newer TT-R50 models. So let's take a look at what we've got going on. We're replacing the battery and we're gonna need a 10mm socket with a 1/4" ratchet. I've got the new battery. You can see the model right there. And I always like to write on the top the date that I'd be changing just for future reference to know how old or how new your battery is. And then in my case, I have one of the rubber straps broken on this bike. I recently picked this one up, which is why I'm replacing the battery. I'm gonna need some zip ties and a little wire cutter instead of the typical method that you would hold that battery in there. So go to the back of the bike and you're gonna have two 10mm bolts right there and right there. I've already got these started. So I'll get this one removed, just like that, get that out of the way. That will allow us to take off all of the rear plastics and the seat, in fact. So we're just gonna gently push back and downward on the seat until this entire rear assembly will come off. And that exposes our battery. And you can see it's the exact same brand and model that I ended up going with here. So normally there's gonna be a rubber strap with some metal rings on the ends that loop here and loop here. You can see the previous owner must have lost that strap in this case, and so they used a couple zip ties. So that's how I'm gonna secure this battery myself. But in my case, I'll snip these zip ties so I can remove the battery, the old battery from the bike. And all you have to do is press down on this tab and kind of pinch the wire connection right here and pull that away from the old battery. With the zip ties snapped and the wiring harness disconnected, we can remove the old battery from the bike. You can see this gets a lot of dirt, a little rust in there, even on the metal. I'm gonna go ahead and try to clean this up the best I can. Obviously won't be able to get rid of that rust, but I can at least try to clean that area up before I install the new battery. All right, you can see I've got this whole area cleaned up a little better. I did notice there is a post, kind of a hole here in this bracketry, and then a bolt hole there. So you may have some sort of clamping mechanism that holds the battery in place. And I'm guessing that's where the rubber band strap would lay over that. So you may have a bolt hole or a bolt to remove here, and then it looks like it's just kind of a pin setup where maybe a plastic pin just fits in there, and you can remove that, and that band is going to hold that in place. So you may have to do that to remove your factory one if you still have the original setup. Apologies that mine is not all original. But now I'm ready to put in the new battery. So I'm going to fit that in place, and you're just gonna essentially follow the reverse order of however you removed the old battery. So once I get this fitted here, then I'm gonna connect the wiring harness there, and I'll come up with another zip tie method to hold this in place. Hopefully you have all of your original equipment to secure this battery the right way. One other quick tip, not necessary, but could be something you want to consider. I'm gonna use a little bit of dielectric grease on the leads here, right there and there, and also in the connection port there on the wiring harness on both sides, there where my thumb is and my index finger is. That way, you can help prevent water from getting in there and potentially ruining this harness, and it just helps make sure those leads are protected. Obviously on a dirt bike, you might be getting mud, water, things like that, a lot of moisture in there, and we wanna keep that clean the best we can, make sure that the wiring is working as it should. Dielectric grease is perfect for that. When you reconnect the wiring harness, you should hear a nice, firm, audible click when that gets in place. It should feel very secure. And you can see I've essentially redone part of the zip tie job. I did actually use the hole over here and over here to get some additional security. So in case yours, maybe pieces are missing like mine, this is a solid way. I've got 2 sets of zip ties that are securing that battery in place. Now, before you bolt everything up, let's make sure that everything is working appropriately. So I'm gonna turn the key switch here. I'm gonna pop the choke because it is a little cooler, and we've got the run switch on. I'm gonna try the start button here. There we go. We are back in business. Great to hear. Now I can go ahead and refasten the seat and rear bodywork, and I'll show you exactly how we'll do that. There's tabs, one right there, and then a big one at the end of the seat, and those 2 side tabs will fit underneath this tab on the frame and that one, with the center tab in the front of the seat to fit under there. So carefully put your bodywork back over your exhaust, over the plastics, and then you want to make sure you line up this front tab first. Once you've got that in place, you should be able to push downward and forward to secure the seat all the way in the correct position. And then you can come back here and we'll reattach our 2 mounting holes, those 10mm bolts, back behind the rear fender. And just like that, you've replaced the battery on your Yamaha TT-R50. Hope this video was able to help you out. I think this is a job that anyone can tackle regardless of skill level or experience. If this video was any help at all, please give me a like and subscribe, and I'll keep more how-to videos coming. Thanks everybody, God bless.